Hey everyone, this is PZA totalwar, and in today's video, I'm going to show you guys every single change for items we had in patch 6.2 for Total War Warhammer 3. An important thing to note here, there are items uncommon, common, or rare that are accessible to almost every other faction, and there are also items that are unique to some specific factions. For example, High Elves are the only one that get access to the Vambraces of Defenses, where Grutzicle is only accessible to the Ogres. Armor of Calidor now provides you with 30 armor instead of 10 armor that it used to provide you with, and also 10% physical resistance on top of the other bonuses. Executioner's Axe now provides you with the attribute Executor, which will execute anyone below 20% hit points threshold, but it also reduces your melee attack by 8 instead of 5. Valaria's Robe now provides you with 60% physical resistance instead of 50% physical resistance. The Book of Phoenix now provides you with additional 10% hit points. Sky Titan's Strength now provides you with 15% range and massive strength compared to the 10% that it used to before. Armor of Destiny now provides you with 20 armor instead of 10. Book of Assure now gives you 25% additional targeting range on your spells. And now one of the better changes in my opinion, Talisman of Preservation gives you 18% ward save instead of 16, which is absolutely wonderful. Blade of Belkul Hadris also gives you some additional bonuses, magical attack, weapon strength, 10 bonus which is large, and also the ability. Blade of the Leaping Gold also provides you with some additional bonuses. Bow of the Seafarer now provides you with some campaign movement range. There are quite a few items that now provides you with additional campaign movement range, which is a really nice bonus. Potion of Healing on top of healing you now provides you with 15% additional battle healing cap. Gambler's Armor now provides you with additional armor, 15 now. Fencer's Blade gives you 10 melee attack and melee defense instead of 6, which makes it a lot more better. Sacred Incense now provides you with character aura leadership effect plus 8. Sword of Bloodshed now gives you 20 additional charge bonus. Sword of Strife now additionally gives you 25 charge bonus, which is wonderful. I believe the Giant's Blade has also been increased in terms of weapon strength from 10% to 15% here. Kane's Ring of Fury now on top of the Bound Fiery Convocation bound spell gives you flaming attacks. Obsidian Lootstone is also one of the better items now because it provides you with 350 barrier hit points. Radiant Gem of Hoeth now gives you additional 5% hit points, which is wonderful. I absolutely love these items that give you additional battle healing cap or additional hit points. Sword of Striking now gives you 20 charge bonus instead of 10. Scroll of Leeching now it's a common item instead of a rare item, but it also gives you 15% spell resistance, which is a little bit better. And the fact that it's not a rare item anymore is also wonderful, because it always sucked that you use your green items to get a blue item, and the item you would have gotten would have been Scroll of Leeching, which was completely useless. Ranger's Quiver now gives you 10% additional range on top of the Unending Volley ability, which complements your missile heroes or lords very nicely. The Armor of Meteoric Iron now gives you 35 armor, which is absolutely amazing. And the item that had the best go up in my opinion in this update is the other Trickster Shard, because back in the day it used to give you minus 20% spell resistance for the enemies nearby, but now it gives you 300 barrier hit points, but also reduces every single resistance by 20% for the nearby enemies. This is actually the first item that reduces the ward save and physical resistance of enemy units for you, so you can potentially kill an unkillable unit a lot more easier. Crown of Command now gives you 60% additional leadership aura size for your lord or heroes. Talisman of Endurance now on top of the ward save give you additional 25% battle healing cap. The Mace of Hellstrom, which is a unique item for the Empire, now also provides you with 5 corruption reduction in the local province. The Brass Cleaver now gives you additional 6 melee attack for your lord or heroes on top of the other bonuses it used to give you. The Deepfoot Branch now gives you 20% ammunition instead of the 15% it used to be before. The missile resistance is the exact same, and the Woodsman attribute. Dragonfire Handgun now on top of the bonuses it used to give you gives you 18% additional armor piercing missile damage. Helm of Discord is exactly the same. Unfortunately, they haven't buffed it up because it was already amazing. Sword of Anti-Hero now gives you 8 melee attack instead of 5 that it used to give you before. The Tillian Pivot now gives you 15% missile block chance and also 15 armor, which is wonderful. Van Horseman Speculum now provides you with Causing Fear, which could be useful on your heroes and lords to scare the enemies and reduce their leadership. And I believe the Engineer's Knapsack has also been changed, as it now provides you with 20% additional ammunition. Opal Amulet now gives you 6 melee defense instead of 5, or maybe it was 4 melee defense. I'm not exactly sure about this one. Relic Sword have also been changed, as it now provides you with magical attack and some additional armor piercing weapon damage. Scroll of Power now gives you spell intensity plus 5% on top of the Scroll of Power ability. And I believe almost every new Arcane item, which is not rare, now provides you with some amount of spell intensity, which is going to make them a lot more better. Potion of Strength now provides you with additional 8% weapon strength on top of the ability Potion of Strength. Talisman of Protection, I believe, is one of the only ones that have actually gotten nerfed. It used to provide you 8% ward save, and now it only provides 5%. Warfield Generator is one of the unique items you would get from Claw's Workshop. It used to give you the 15% spell resistance and massive resistance, but I believe they have added 450 barrier hit points to it, and that is absolutely wonderful. Forbidden Rod now gives you additional 10% spell resistance, which is going to make your spells 10% better. Thing Zapper, I believe, now additionally gives you Causing Terror. Tormentor Sword now gives Causing Fear and also 50% additional effect duration for the Tormentor Sword ability. I'm not sure why they didn't just increase the duration of this by 50% rather than just having the ability and then adding 50% effect duration for the ability as a separate effect. This is a little bit weird, to be fair. Trickster Shard now additionally gives you Winds of Magic cost increase for all the enemies in the local region. Warlock Augmented Weapon now gives you 120 armor piercing weapon damage but reduces your base weapon damage by 80. Corrosive Blade now adds 45 armor piercing weapon damage and also adds the Weeping Blade contact effect, which now reduces the armor of the enemies by 50% of their armor value, which is a massive improvement compared to what it used to be. Foul Pennant now gives you 10% ward save and causes fear instead of the 8% ward save. Warp Forge Blade now gives 10 melee attack, magical attack, and 40 armor piercing weapon damage. Warpstone Armor, it used to give you this ability alone, I believe, and now it gives you additional 10 armor, which is wonderful. Armor of Silver Steel now gives you 40 armor instead of 20 armor, which is an amazing upgrade, as it can increase the armor of characters that don't start with that much armor to a really good amount. So from 20 to 60 is a huge bonus. Obsidian Amulet now gives you a lot more spell resistance, as in 30 spell resistance and also 20 additional armor. Dragon Helm now gives you 25% fire resistance instead of 30 and increases the armor by 15 as well. Enchanted Shield now also gives you 15 armor instead of 10. Shield of Distraction now also gives you Causing Fear, and I believe this 5mm defense was not here, or maybe it was, I'm not exactly sure. Wand of Jet now also gives you additional Winds of Magic Power Reserve capacity of 5. Portal Glyph now gives you some more additional bonuses. Reinforcements supporting this army can have their arrival point adjusted by 400 meters without incurring any time penalties, and also reinforcement range plus 15% more. Eternal Blade now, I believe, gives you a little bit more melee attack and melee defense. The Book of Secrets now reduces the Winds of Magic cost for all the spells by 10%, which makes it one of the best new updates. Crystal Pendant now gives you 15% item drop chance from battlefield on top of the 14% ward save. Enthralling Musk now also gives you 20% additional reinforcement range. Void Armor on top of the bonuses it used to give you gives you 125 additional barrier hit points. Power Stone now also gives you additional 5 Winds of Magic Power Reserve capacity. Null Plate now gives you additional 400 barrier hit points, which makes it a lot more better. Void Pendulum is also one of the strongest items in the game, as it gives 50% miscast base chance for all enemy spellcasters in the local province. Staff of Change has gotten 50% additional chance of Winds of Magic increasing in strength when changing in the local province, 5% corruption, and also the passive ability Staff of Change, which you can only use once. The Armor of Eternal Servitude now gives you 10% additional battle healing cap, making it one of the best armors in the game. Black Dragon Egg, I believe, gives you a little bit more weapon strength and melee attack. I'm not exactly sure about Chillblade, but now it gives you Frostbite attack, magical attack, weapon strength, bonus at large, and also the ability Chillblade. I'm not exactly sure about the Cloak of Twilight, but I believe it has gotten slightly better in having some of these values increased or added. Gambler's Armor now gives you 10% ward save and 15 additional armor. The Rubric of Dark Dimensions now has gotten 5% physical resistance added to its effects. Death Mask now gives you 10% physical resistance on top of causing fear and terror. The Black Amulet now gives you 5% ward save, 5% physical resistance, and 8 melee attack. Crown of Black Iron now has gotten one of these effects added. I'm not exactly sure which one was it, but I believe it only had like 2 or 3 effects before the update. Scroll of the Black Horror now has gotten fear and causing terror added to its effects. Crimson Death now has 20% weapon strength, magical attack, and causing fear. We have gotten causing fear or terror added to a lot of items now in this new update. Dagger of Hotek gives magical attack, melee attack plus 8, and 40 armor piercing weapon damage. Ring of Darkness now gives you 7 melee defense and 15% missile resistance. I believe the Shield of Grun has also gotten some upgrade, 15 armor, 6 melee defense, and extended passive ability Shield of Grant. Dawnstone has also gotten a huge upgrade in getting 250 barrier hit points instead of the physical resistance. Sword of Battle now gives you 6 melee attack and 6 melee defense, which essentially makes it as good as Fencer's Blade before the update. Darkstar Cloak now gives you stock on top of the bonus it used to give you. Tome of Furion now gives you 10% additional targeting range for all the spells on top of the bounce spell. Potion of Toughness has gotten 10 additional armor added to its effects. Ruby Ring of Ruin has gotten enabling flaming attacks and 15 additional armor piercing weapon damage added to its effects. Armor of Darkness has a 360 missile block attribute, plus 20% additional missile block chance and 20 armor. Blade of Ruin now gives you 5 melee attack, sundering attack, and also 70 additional armor piercing weapon damage. Fellblade is also one of the new unique items only for the Skaven that has a lot of positive effect but one of the worst negative effects in the game. So when you give it to a character, this item cannot be removed for 10 turns, and those wielding the Fellblade cannot recover health in or outside the battlefield, so you cannot heal them at the battlefield or replenish them in the campaign map. The attack causes unraveling existence, draining hit points, and instantly killing units below 20% hit point, which is essentially like Executioner. Enables magical attack, 10% weapon strength, 25% additional weapon strength when fighting against the vampire counts, and 100 additional armor piercing weapon damage. Extremely powerful item, but also comes with one of the worst effects that we have in the game, probably even the worst. Dwarf Bane now gives you 6 melee attack and 100 armor piercing weapon damage when fighting against the dwarfs. Beard of Pact that gives you 10% speed, magical attack, melee defense plus 5, and bonus versus large plus 12. Scalp now gives you 15% additional battle healing cap. Ranger's Axe have gotten their weapon strength and missile strength upgraded to 15% each. Warp Energy Condenser now also gives you 5% spell intensity. Ogre Blade now gives you 25% weapon strength instead of 15%. Blade of Corruption, 6 melee attack, magical attack, poison attack, and 10% weapon strength. Forest Cloak now additionally gives you 10% physical resistance. Potion of Farsight comes with 10% additional range. Scroll of Shielding now additionally gives you 5% physical resistance. Scroll of Blast now comes with 10% additional targeting range for all the spells. Rival High Talisman now gives you Causing Fear as an additional bonus. Power Stone now gives you 5 additional Winds of Magic Power Reserve capacity. Potion of Foolhardiness now additionally gives you 20 extra charge bonus. Outrider Handgun now gives you more armor piercing weapon damage of 25%, but also reduces your reload time reduction by 5%. Obsidian Trinket now additionally gives you 10% missile block chance. Feather for Torque now gives you 5% additional speed and 10 additional charge bonus. Earthing Rod now gives you Winds of Magic Power Reserve plus 2 per turn, which could be really good to increase your Winds of Magic Power Reserve, especially if you have multiple characters that can equip arcane items. Potion of Speed now gives you 10% additional speed. Aspo now gives you poison attack and also 20% missile damage. Warp Storm Scroll now gives you 25% additional spell resistance. Skaven Brew has gotten 15% additional charge bonus. Scepter of Stability has gotten 20% spell resistance added to itself. World's Edge Armor has gotten 25 additional armor. Warrior Bane has gotten a little bit more melee defense and up to 6 melee defense. Warpstone Tokens now adds 10% spell resistance for 10% additional Mesca space chance. Sword of Swift Slaying has gotten 6 melee attack and 25 armor piercing weapon damage. Scarring Stone is actually really important for the Skaven as it adds 7% additional ambush success chance for Lord's Army. Vision Plucker Pendant has gotten 10 armor and 4 additional melee defense. Lucky Arrow now has 6 melee defense and 8% additional range. Gold Sigil Sword now gives 10% speed and 6 additional melee attack. Blade of Nurgle now gives magical attack, poison attack, and 8% weapon strength. Fighting Blade has 50 armor piercing weapon damage. I'm not exactly sure if this was changed, but I believe it might have. Shadow Magnet Trinket now additionally gives you 360 missile block attributes. The Height of the Cold Ones is one of the unique items for the Lizardmen, and it provides you with 20 armor, -8 leadership, 15 missile resistance, causing fear and terror. Cloak of Feathers I believe is another unique Lizardman item, and it gives you 20% spell resistance and 350 barrier hit points. Aura of Quetzal, another unique item for the Lizardmen, gives you enemy hero action success chance -10%, the Aura of Quetzal ability, and 6 melee defense. The Horn of Kygor, another Lizardman unique item, gives you 8% ward save, 25% additional leadership aura size, 4 character aura leadership effect, and also the ability Horn of Kygor. Glyph Necklace now gives you 8% ward save and 15% enemy hero action success chance reduction. Amulet of Itzel gives you 15 armor, 10% physical resistance, and the ability Amulet of Itzel, which gives you 60% ward save. Sacred Stegadon Helm of Itza gives you 20 armor, 5 melee defense, and 20 charge bonus. Piranha Blade has also gotten a little bit better as it gives you 30 armor piercing weapon damage and also 15 bonus versus large. Blood of Statue of Spite gives you the ability Blood of Statue of Spite and also causing fear. Dagger of Sotex now provides you with magical attack, 8 bonus versus infantry, and -6 enemy leadership for Skaven units in the local region. Vardrum of Zatek now gives 10% additional speed, and the passive ability Curse Charm of Tepok now provides you with 10% spell resistance, -10% miscast space chance, and the passive ability plus 50% miscast space chance for the nearby enemies. Divining Rod now provides you with 20% additional magic item drop chance from the battle, and also the passive ability which gives you 40% power charge rate. Scimitar of the Sun Resplendent now gives you -20% Vigor Seduction, 8 melee attack, flaming attack, and also 12 additional bonus versus infantry. Cupped Hands of the Old Ones now provides you with 50% less miscast space chance and 15 Winds of Magic Power Reserve capacity. Divine Plaque of Protection now provides you with 5 research rate, 4% ward save, 5 corruption reduction in the local province, and 5% missile resistance. Burning Blade of Kotek now provides you with flammable effect and also flaming attacks and also causes fear. Cube of Darkness now provides you with 8% physical resistance, the Cube of Darkness passive ability, and also stock. Shield of Mirrored Pool now provides you with 15 armor, 5 mil defense, and 20% spell resistance. The Maiming Shield now provides you with 15 armor, 8 melee attack, and 4 mil defense. Berserker Sword now gives you 8% weapon strength and 25 additional charge bonus. Relic Sword provides you with magical attack, 10% weapon strength, and 15 additional armor piercing weapon damage. The Venom of the Firefly Frog now provides you with magical attack, poison attack, and 25 armor piercing weapon damage. Diadem of Power now provides you with 2 Winds of Magic Power Reserve per turn and 25% additional chance of Winds of Magic increasing in strength when changing in the local province. Now I'm going to show off some of the unique Bretonnian items that have gotten some changes. Obsidian Trinket now provides you with 10% missile block chance. Pigeon Plucker Pennant now gives you 10 armor, 4 mil defense, and the ability. Gold Sigil Sword now gives you 10% additional speed on top of the melee attack. Caress of Fortune now provides you with 15 armor, 5% additional magic item drop chance from the battle, and 5% weapon strength. Sirene's Locket now provides you with 15% physical resistance instead of 10. Holy Icon now provides you with whopping 50% spell resistance, which is absolutely insane. Armor of the Midsummer Sun now provides you with 20 armor instead of 10 and 8 mil defense. The Vermlance now provides you with magical attack, flaming attack, 15 bonus versus large, and also 4 uses of the Fireball bounce spell. The Necrotic Phylactery now provides you with 10% hit points, the ability Necrotic Phylactery, and also immune to contact effect. Seed of Rebirth now provides you with some more bonuses and also a negative, which is very interesting, 20% additional battle healing cap and -10% fire resistance. Gilded Cuirass now provides you with 20 armor, 8 mil defense, and regeneration. The Grail Shield has gotten an upgrade, 15 armor, 8% ward save, and 10 additional mil defense, making it one of the best armors in the game. The Blade of Revered Zunki now provides you with magical attack, 10% weapon strength, and 55 additional armor piercing weapon damage. The Father of Blades now is insanely strong as it provides you with 12 mil attack and 12 mil defense, and also the ability the Father of the Blades. The Sword of Might now gives you 12% weapon strength compared to 6% that it used to be before. These are the unique items for the Chaos Dwarfs. Spellwrought Scepter now provides you with 15% less miscast space chance in the local region. Possessed Amulet gives you 5 melee attack and 15% additional armor piercing weapon damage. The Mask of Furnace now additionally gives you 100 barrier hit points. Malignant Totem now additionally gives you enemy leadership -6 in the local region. The Warhammer Leech Orb now provides you with 10 additional Winds of Magic Power Reserve capacity. Demon Flask of Ashak now provides you with 25% less miscast space chance. Dark Mace now additionally gives you Causing Fear. Black Shard Armor now provides you with 15 armor, 5% ward save, and 20% fire resistance. Gauntlet of Basherek the Crew has been changed slightly as it now gives 5 additional melee defense. Armor of Basherek the Crew has also been changed as it now gives you 40 armor instead of 20 and 25 spell resistance instead of 15. And I believe the set effect has also been changed as it gives you 10% additional unit mass. Life in Blade has one new change, which is the Inevitable End contact effect being added, which essentially reduces the incoming healing modifier by 100%. And considering this item already has regeneration, having this effect added to it makes it one of the best items in the game. The Callus of Blood and Darkness, I believe now gives you 1 additional Winds of Magic Power Reserve per turn. Now let's get to some of the Wood Elven unique items. The Helm of Hunt provides you with 15 armor, 15 charge bonus, and 5% additional reload time reduction. Relic Sword now provides you with magical attack, 10% additional weapon strength, and 15 additional armor piercing weapon damage. Hail of Doom Arrow now additionally provides you with 15% extra missile strength. Spirit Sword is one of the other items that gets the inevitable end contact effects, preventing incoming healing, magical attack, and 100 armor piercing weapon damage. The Reaper now provides you with 6 melee attack, magical attack, and 100 armor piercing weapon damage. The Bow of Lauren now additionally provides you with magical attack and 10% additional reload time reduction. Scroll of Stone now also provides you with immediately causing wall breaches when besieging, and also the attribute Wall Breaker. For your characters that do not have Wall Breaker, this would be really huge because you can attack the cities with walls instantly. Now let's get to the Nurgle's unique items. Abhorrent Lootstone now provides you with 25% additional chance of Winds of Magic increasing in strength when changing in the local province, and negative 10% miscast base chance. Striking Blade provides you with magical attack, causing fear and causing terror. Staff of Nurgle now additionally gives you contaminating attacks, which reduces the leadership of enemies by 10. Death Head now additionally provides you with 10 additional armor piercing weapon damage. Prismatic Amplifier now additionally gives you 5% more spell intensity. Fused Armor now is a little bit better as it provides you with 10 armor, 10% additional speed, and perfect vigor. The Rock of Inevitability now provides you with 15 additional growth in the local province. The Torment Blade now additionally gives poison attack on top of the previous bonuses. Spore Sensor has also gotten a little bit better as it provides you with 10 melee defense instead of 5. Void Armor now additionally gives you 125 barrier hit points. Veered Plate now provides you with 15% ward save instead of 14. Tarnished Torque now provides you with 20% spell resistance and 15% physical resistance. Lake Flail now additionally gives you 10% additional weapon strength. Firestorm Blade now provides you with the Flamestorm bounce spell 1 use, flaming attack, and 10% additional weapon strength. Ether Blade has gotten a huge upgrade as it now provides you with magical attack, reduces your base weapon damage by 200 but adds 200 armor piercing weapon damage to you. Wild Seed has also gotten a really huge upgrade as it now provides you with 30% additional battle healing cap, which directly complements the regeneration, so you can essentially regenerate a lot more hit points in the battlefield. Bale Sword now provides you with a new effect called Slow Death, which drains hit points over time, 11 to 22 damage per second, melee attack plus 5, and 10% additional weapon strength. The Briar's Heath is another one of the unique items we have gotten as it provides you with 10% physical resistance, Snipe, Stalk, Unspottable, and also Woodsman. Not the greatest effects ever, but I guess it could be really useful in some rare cases. Scintillating Shield is another unique item we have gotten in this patch. It gives 20% additional miscast space chance for all the enemy spellcasters in the local province, 1000 barrier hit points, and also charge reflection. This one I believe is one of the best items in the game, fitting for the unique item as it provides the most amount of barrier hit points any item provides in the game. An additional miscast space chance for enemies in the local province is the icing on the cake for me. Wormslayer Sword is another one of the unique items you have gotten. It reduces the melee defense by 20, which is one of the worst things I've ever seen in a unique item, or any item to be fair. It has 50 armor piercing weapon damage, removes all of the bonus versus infantry effects you have, but it gives you 60 bonus versus large and charge defense versus large. Honestly, I wouldn't rate this item at all, and I wouldn't equip it on anyone unless they have insane amount of melee defense already. It frankly is not worth it because melee defense is one of the most important values in character stats, and if you have a low melee defense, no matter how strong your weapon strength is, you're gonna lose to even weaker characters. So this unique item, in my opinion, is one of the worst items in the game. The Burning Book of Khorne volume 1 and 2 is also another one of the unique items you have gotten. It provides you with a lot of negatives such as negative 20 diplomatic relations with all factions, negative 5 control for all the provinces. This character is always going to be revealed in the battlefield. 20 Khorne corruption all provinces, 5 time to the wound recovery time, and this item cannot be removed the same turn it has been equipped. But as long as you have it equipped, there is a chance, a really small one, to find more volumes of the Burning Book of Khorne after every battle. And if you find more volumes of this book, you are going to remove these negatives and get a lot of positive bonuses. And if you find all of the 8 volumes of the Burning Book of Khorne, you get these insane effects: 100% additional spell intensity, 100% upgrade reduction for Lord's Army, 20% ward save, and 30 Khorne corruption only in the local province. And the last and the most interesting effect, in my opinion, while wielding this item, if you raise any regions, that region can never be reoccupied, which is very interesting. So you can essentially have a campaign where you raise every single settlement, and none of the settlements in the game are going to be reoccupiable, so everyone is gonna suffer attrition and eventually die. Now let's get to some of the unique items for Kislev. Full of Lycus now additionally provides you with 10% more speed. Frost-Shard Armor now provides you with 10 armor and 20% spell resistance. Shield of Sacrifice now additionally provides you with 10% missile block chance and 15 armor. Scroll of Adamar now additionally provides you with causing fear and causing terror. Blood of the Motherland now additionally provides you with the Woodsman attribute. Balalaika of Arari now additionally provides you with 4 character aura leadership effect. Star Honor Ring now provides you with 10 armor and 10% ward save. Blessed Helm of Oblast now additionally provides you with 10 armor and 50% additional leadership aura size. Step Hunter's Horn now provides you with 35% additional leadership aura size. Saint Anushka's Fingerbow now additionally provides you with immune to contact effects. Mirror of the Ice Queen was the most stringent ability that Kislev had access to. Now they get additional 6 melee defense on top of that. The Rim Blade has also gotten a lot more better as it provides you with 10 melee attack, frostbite attacks, 10% additional weapon strength, and 40 additional armor piercing weapon damage. Gustav's Egg now provides you with additional 12% physical resistance. Frost-Shard Glaive now provides you with frostbite attack and bonus versus large plus 15. Worm Spike now additionally provides you with the frostbite attack on top of the melee attack, melee defense, and bonus versus large plus 10. Axe of Thor has gotten a lot more better as it provides you with 50% more splash attacks, magical attack, and also 50 armor piercing weapon damage. Dodge Brazier, which was one of the best items in the game, now I believe provides you with additional 10 melee attack and flaming attacks. Now let's get to some of the unique items for Cathay. Alchemist Elixir of Puissance now provides you with additional 5 melee attack. Cackle Blaze now provides you with flaming attack and Wallbreaker. Kite of the Uttermost Airs now provides you with additional 20% speed. I'm not exactly sure if the Jar of All Sounds has been changed or not, but the effects are as follows. The Lord will be wounded instead of killed in the battle, and 20% additional casualty replenishment rate for the Lord. Laminate Shield provides you with 10 armor, 5 melee attack, and 10 melee defense. Shield of Nangao now additionally gives you 360 missile block chance attribute. Scroll of Astromancy reduces the Miss of Magic cost for overcast spells by 10% and reduces the miscast base chance by 15%. Celestial Silk Robe now additionally give you 10% physical resistance. Vorpal Shard now additionally gives you stock. Alchemist Mask now provides you with 5 additional research rate, which is again one of the only items that has gotten additional research rate as part of the effects of it. Staff of Wu Jing provides you with 30% additional chance of Winds of Magic increasing in strength when changing in the local province. Robes of Shangyang provides you with 15% additional muscle resistance. Crystal of Kunlun has also gotten better as it now provides you with 150 more barrier hit points. Ascendant of the Celestial Blade now provides you with 5 melee attack, magical attack, 15% weapon strength, and 30 additional armor piercing weapon damage. Cleansing Water might have gotten a little bit better as it now provides you with more charge bonus. Ascendant Celestial Armor has also gotten an upgrade as it now provides you with 15 armor. Astromancer Spyglass now provides you with 40% less battle reinforcement time and also 15 additional Winds of Magic Power Reserve capacity. Jade Amulet now additionally provides you with 20% additional targeting range for all the spells. Catalytic Kill now provides you with 20 armor for the Terracotta Sentinels in Lord's Army instead of 10. I believe the Sky Titan relic has also changed, which is one of the unique items you would get from the caravans, as it now provides you with 20 additional research rates. Spirit Kill and Spear now provides you with magical attacks, sundering attacks, 60 armor piercing weapon damage, and 30 charge bonus. Cloak of Fu Mei does have a negative effect now as it provides you with 10% more cooldown for all the spells, the passive ability Cloak of Fu Mei, and 5 additional Winds of Magic Power Reserve capacity. Scales of the Celestial Cord now additionally provides you with 5% more campaign movement range. Fan of the Magister's effects are Lock the Portal Glyph, as it provides you with 25% less battle reinforcement time, and reinforcements supporting this army can have their arrival point adjusted by 500 meters without incurring any time penalties, and also leadership aura size plus 40%. Icon of the Spirit Dragon now provides you with additional 33% leadership aura size. Jet Amulet now provides you with 150 barrier hit points. Blade of Zhenwu now does have a negative for you, as it provides you with 5 Chaos Undivided Corruption in the local province, 12 melee attack, magical attack, and 15% additional weapon strength. Alchemist Elixir of Venom now provides you with the immunity to contact effects. Alchemist Elixir of Iron Skin now provides you with 20 armor and 10% vigor loss reduction on top of the ability. Now let's get to some of the unique items of the Greenskins that has gotten some updates. Armor of Gork now provides you with 5 armor, 5% ward save, 5 melee defense, and 20 charge bonus. Basha's Axe of Stunty Smashin gives you 10 melee attack, 10% weapon strength, and 30 additional armor piercing weapon damage. Skullvand of Kaloth now provides you with the ability Skullvand of Kaloth, causing fear, causing terror, and enemy leadership -4 in the local region. Battle Axe of the Last Wall gives you 15 melee attack, magical attack, attack, minus 10 melee defense, and 35% additional weapon strength. I cannot stress this enough that any item that reduces your melee defense is actually not a good item. Moranian Vashard now provides you with 7% additional campaign movement range, which is absolutely amazing. Now let's get to the unique items of Khorne. The Bloody Shackle has gotten 15% additional battle healing cap. Hellblade now provides you with 10 melee attack, 10% weapon strength, 20 charge bonus, and the Hungering Blade passive ability. Color of Khorne now provides you with 14% ward save and 25% spell resistance. Bloodstone now additionally provides you with 13% less figure loss reduction for the Bloodletters of Khorne in Lord's Army. Ring of Sensation now provides you with 15% additional hit points, 10% additional speed, and 20% spell resistance. Lash of Despair now provides you with 10 additional melee defense and 30 additional charge bonus. Jewel of Denial gives you 14% ward save and 2 additional Slaanesh corruption in the local province. Now let's get to the Warriors of Chaos unique items. Pennant of Slaanesh now additionally provides you with Soporific Musk attacks, which reduces the enemy melee attack and melee defense by 5. Bronze Armor of Zarak now provides you additionally with 20 more armor. Rod of Torment now provides you with magic item drop chance from the battle plus 5% more, and also wins a magic power reserve capacity plus 10. Crown of Everlasting Conquest used to give you the passive ability regeneration, but it now also gives you 10% additional battle healing cap. Axe of Khorne now additionally gives you 8 melee attack and 10% more weapon strength. Sword of Change now gives you 8 melee attack, the ability Sword of Change, and 10 additional wins of magic power reserve capacity. Hellfire Sword now provides you with flammable attack, magical attack, and also the ability Hellfire Sword. Beguiling Gem now additionally give you charmed attacks and 10% additional character experience gain. Doom Totem now provides you with more effects such as causing fear, character or leadership effect plus 5, and also leadership aura size plus 25%. Armor of Khorne provides you with a whopping 75 armor, which is absolutely insane. Pearl of Infinite Bleakness, which provides you with 5 character or leadership effect, the Pearl of Infinite Bleakness ability, and also Contempt, which is completely useless for the Dark Elves, unless the Chaos Dwarfs can also get that, but again, it would be useless for them as well, because every Chaos Dwarven character already does have Contempt. Although the only way you could actually make use of Contempt is ally recruiting Chaos Dwarven laborers. Now let's get to the unique items of Norsca. The Chaos Frost Dragon Scale provides you with 20 armor and frostbite attacks. Manticore Horde now provides you with 15 charge bonus, 50% additional leadership aura size, and 6 additional character aura leadership effect. Mammoth Hide Cape now provides you with 10 mil defense and 10% missile resistance. Bloodstained Armor of Morkar now provides you with 15 armor, 1 Chaos Undivided Corruption in the local province, and 10% physical resistance. Wolf Teeth Amulet now provides you with 10 bonus versus infantry, frenzy, and also causing fear. Berserker Headband now provides you with Deathblow, frenzy, and 5 mil defense. Huskarl Plates now provides you with 10 armor and 15% physical resistance. Femur Hammer now provides you with magical attacks, 16% additional weapon strength, and 12 additional bonus versus large. Vial of the Trollblood now provides you with 5% additional hit points, 15% additional weapon strength, and also the ability Vial of the Trollblood. Flaming Axe of Cormac now provides you with 4 melee attack, 8 melee defense, and the passive ability Flaming Axe of Cormac. Now let's get to the unique items of Beastmen. Primeval Club provides you with magical attack, 15% additional weapon strength, and 30 additional armor piercing weapon damage. Health of the Shadow Gaves gives you 20 armor and 15% additional missile resistance. Shard of the Hearthstone now reduces your miscast base chance by 15%. Callus of Dark Ruin now additionally provides you with 5% more hit points. Stonecrusher Mace now provides you with 12% additional weapon strength and 70 armor piercing weapon damage. Veil Axe of Dragvold now provides you additionally with causing fear. Trollhide now provides you with 8 melee attack, 10% weapon strength, and also Trollhide, which is going to be passive regeneration. Staff of Darkoth now gives you the bounce spell Wildtile and the spell resistance reduction for the enemy armies in the region. Skull of Rakros also reduces the spell resistance of enemies in the local region by 20%, and also the ability Skull of Rakros. Axe of Men now provides you with Sundering attack and also 45 additional armor piercing weapon damage. The Horn of First Beast now additionally gives you 30% more leadership aura size. Now let's get to some unique Dwarven items. Slayer Ring now provides you with 5% ward save and 5 additional bonus versus large. Silver Horn of Vengeance now provides you with 25% additional leadership aura size, 4 additional character aura leadership effect, and also the ability Silver Horn of Vengeance. Ranger's Brooch now provides you with 10% speed, 5% physical resistance, strider, and also stalk. The Magnificent Armor of Borek Beetlebro now provides you with 30 armor, 10% ward save, and 4 mil defense. Veteran's Gauntlet now provides you with 20 armor and 3 mil defense. Slayer Axe now provides you with 10% additional speed, 8 additional melee attack, and 20 additional charge bonus. Prospector's Charge now additionally gives you Wallbreaker. Prospector's Charge effects are also different now, as it gives you Flaming attack and Wallbreaker plus 60 base weapon damage. Old Guard's Hammer now provides you with 12 melee attack, 12% weapon strength and 5% war save when fighting against greenskins, ogres, and skaven. Prospector's spyglass now provides you additionally with 20% more missile strength. Old Guard's armor now provides you with 15 armor and 15% more war save when fighting against greenskins, ogres, and skaven. Red Axe of Cathay 8 picks now provides you with 10 melee attack, magical attack, weapon strength plus 20%, and additional 20% weapon strength when fighting against greenskins. Iron Warden Stone additionally provides you with 5 corruption reduction in the local province. These are some of the special items of the vampire counts. Rod of Flaming Death now provides you with flaming attack, 25 base weapon damage, 15% fire resistance, and 4 uses of fireball bounce spell. Night Shroud now provides you with 15 armor, 10 melee defense, and stock. Staff of Damnation now additionally provides you with 15% vigor loss reduction. Black Periapt now provides you additionally with 5% more spell intensity. Now let's get to some of the unique items for the Ogre Kingdoms. The Bull God now provides you with 10 armor, 25 armor piercing weapon damage, and 10% additional charge bonus. The Verdstone Necklace now provides you additionally with 1 Winds of Magic Power Reserve per turn. Armor of the Ages now provides you with 5 armor, 5 mil defense, and 10% physical resistance. The Mastodon Armor now provides you with 10 armor and 10% war save. Gothmon now additionally provides you with 10 extra armor. Jade Lion now also provides you with 5 additional Winds of Magic Power Reserve capacity for your army. Greyback Pelt now additionally provides you with Frostbite attack, which reduces the speed by 30%. Skull Mantle now provides you with causing fear and causing terror. Thunder Mace now provides you with 20% extra weapon strength instead of 10% that it used to give you before. Fistful of Laurels now provides you with 30% additional leadership aura size. Demon Killer Scar now provides you with causing terror, bonus versus large plus 10, and 8% additional weapon strength. Brahimir Statue now provides you with causing fear and causing terror. Grot Sickle is now a lot more better as it provides you with 8 extra melee attack and 10% additional weapon strength. Greedy Feast now provides you with 10% war save, 10% weapon strength, and also the passive ability Greedy Feast. Now let's get to some of the unique items for the Vampire Coast. The Black Pearl False Eye now provides you with 20% additional income from post-battle loot. The Gunnerstone Crown now provides you with 15% additional post-battle loot and 10% physical resistance. The Masamun's Pride now provides you with 5% additional weapon strength and 115 armor piercing weapon damage plus the Wind Blast bounce spell. The Black Buckthorn's Treasure Map now provides you with 20% additional campaign movement range and Vanguard deployment. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content like this. Let me know in the comments down below which one of the item changes has been your favorite in update 6.2. If you want to check out the top 5 mistakes you should avoid to master Warhammer 3, you can click on this video. This is PZA Total War, and I will see you guys later.